Well, now I'm making our Saturday breakfast. Sometimes I do this Saturday, sometimes I do this Sunday, sometimes I do it both days. It just depends upon how that morning goes. But I've already got my potatoes cut up in little cubes and got them frying in a little bit of oil, grapeseed oil. So, how is everybody's Saturday going so far? Ours is going pretty well. Robert is doing well. It's a daily struggle, but every day is a little bit more and a little bit more progress, and that is what counts. No matter what the struggle, there is a way if there is a will. Where there is a will, there is a way. That is what I was always told growing up, and that is what I tell myself now. What do I want? And what can I do to achieve that? So, I set goals. Some people say to set your goals big. I'm still kind of afraid of that, I'll be honest with you. So my goals aren't big right now. They're kind of small. But, that's my daily goals. My daily goals are small. My future goals are big. What I'm leading up to is big. And what my dream is to be able to help others get through the things that I have been through, share some inspiration and hope, and let people know that there is hope. And no matter if you've reached your goal or haven't reached your goal, there's always a new goal. Something a little bit bigger, something a little bit more. I've reached a lot of my goals in life. Am I where I want to be? No. Will I get to where I want to be? There's hope. And my hope is, and my belief is, that I will. One day, one step at a time. I love to cook. And I do love caring for other people. That is two of the main things in my life. And I guess why I decided to not only raise two young children who are my grandchildren, but also care for Robert. Huh? Growing pains. Go get your Tylenol. Well, that's the only thing you can do for it, really, or put some ice on it or something.
Mommy, I wanted to ask you, before Daddy and Mommy can hear, can we play on the phone for a little bit?
No, not playing on phones today. I already told you, and don't ask me again. That's the third time you've asked, and I've said no. And if I have to say it one more time, you will not get on them tomorrow either. I'm sorry, there's TV. Turn it on. Just don't turn it on real loud.
Mommy, do you know how to fix the remote on this thing? Because it's not, the buttons aren't working again.
Take the batteries out and put them back in.
I've done that 2 times already.
Well, I don't know right now. I'm cooking. You either figure it out or it has to wait. And you interrupted me right in the middle of me talking on a live.
Sorry.
Which is very rude.
Sorry.
Well, now I forgot what I was saying, you guys, okay? Oh, I remember. It's progress, okay? Progress, not perfection. You just, every day, do a little bit more. Every day, make a list of what you want to accomplish. And even if you don't accomplish everything on your list, you still accomplish something. Even if you only accomplish one thing that you wrote down to do that day, you still accomplished something. And you've got to give yourself praise for that. Like, it is a true accomplishment for me to cook breakfast on Saturday or Sunday morning. During the week, I don't get much opportunity for this. you know. During the week, I usually have really quick throw together meals that don't amount to nothing, but they're nutritious and they're healthy. And that's my main goal. And I can also teach you guys how to make a meal from nothing. And that's something I love to do, and I love to teach how I do it. I take leftovers out of my refrigerator and throw them together and make an amazing meal. And then I get asked by my family or whoever, you know, what is that? Well, I don't have a name for it, so I just call it a throw together. And, well, what's in it? Everything but the kitchen sink. Now, I could put the kitchen sink in it too, you know. But anyway. No, it's a daily struggle, okay? The struggle is real. We all have daily struggles, just like with the constant interruptions I get from the kids, or Robert, or somebody repairing something around the house. There's always something that needs fixing. There's always something that needs doing. Am I going to get to it all? Absolutely not. Am I going to sit here and worry about how nice and clean my kitchen is, or, you know, if there's, you know, crumbs on the floor or stuff like that? Sometimes I do, because I'm a little bit OCD, okay? Now, I was really OCD a couple of years ago. If I opened a cabinet door and something wasn't in place, oh my God, I would lose it, you guys, okay? But I've come to realize it's not that important. How important is it really? It's not. So, you know, if I feel like tidying it up, I tidy it up. If I don't feel like tidying it up, I leave it. And I do what is important at that moment. I do what is important at that moment. And in my life, you never know what it's going to be. Sometimes I have to put things off to do other things, like tending to Robert, or doing something with the girls, you know. Maybe one of them fell and got hurt. So there you go. I got to fix the boo-boo, you know. I'm a nurse, I'm a doctor, I'm a cook, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a dad, I'm a grandma, you know. I'm all the above. I'm a gardener. I'm a carpenter. You know, I'm the fixer-up of all things. And that's just my life. You know, it's my life. And it's what I chose for my life. Just like with my health, you know. My health was really poor 7 years ago. And I have bounced back from that. Why? Because I started taking care of my health. I started giving my body what it needed, which was good nutrition. And when you give your body the things that it needs, it's going to come back to life. And it's going to take care of itself the way that it was meant to, the way that God intended it. You know, so yeah, I do certain things. I do moringa oleifera. I take CBD. I use hemp on my skin. I just recently started using a little indica. It's 0.08%, which is within the legal limits. And I only use it in the evenings when I need to wind down and relax and get some sleep, because I have found that it helps me with that. And I'm a night owl, so I tend to stay up all hours of the night instead of getting a good night rest. And without a good night's rest, your brain and your body can't function like it should. So getting a good night's rest is very important too. And CBD also helps with that. You know. So, anyway, let me get back to what I'm doing here. I'm frying up these potatoes. And then I'm going to add after they're fried up nice and good, and they will soften back up. I like to make them kind of crispy, and then they will soften back up when I add the other ingredients. So I do this, and then I always put some kind of vegetable in them, and I fry up the vegetable. I hope I have some. Yes, I do. And I also have some sausage that I'm going to put in there. I have bacon too, I think. I'm going to do bacon. I'm going to do bacon. So all I'll do is cut up my bacon, and I'll use a scissor to do it with. Potatoes aren't quite done. I want to make sure they're done good. And when the potatoes are done, I will just grab a handful of bacon and cut it up into pieces and fry that up along with my vegetables. Okay, these potatoes are just about done. If you can see, they're golden brown and kind of crispy. That's how I like them. So when they get to that consistency is when I start putting in my bacon. Like I said, I'm just going to grab a handful and I'm going to start cutting it. I don't measure, I don't make any specific sizes, I just cut. Doesn't matter what the pieces look like because they're not going to look the same once they're cooked anyway. So I just cut them with a scissor, a kitchen scissor. And now I'm going to have to turn my heat down some, or I'm going to get splattered on. And then you got the bacon flavor in here. You know, if you want something else like sausage, put that in there. Whatever you choose. This is an easy breakfast, and it's very filling. And you're getting everything that you need. You're getting your protein, you're getting your little bit of starch, you're getting your vegetables. So again, if you give your body what it needs, and everything I use is organic. And that is another factor that plays into good health. When you're not putting all those pesticides and all in your body works better. It just functions better. No GMOs. Now gluten, I don't worry too much about. A lot of people have a gluten intolerance. I do not. My family does not. If you have a gluten intolerance, you just substitute certain things. You know? That's all you do, substitute. You can find a substitution. You can Google pretty much anything, and you'll find what you're looking for. I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of this. So everything that I cook with is either natural or organic. So that is just some bell pepper and onion, different colored bell pepper, just to give it a little bit of pizzazz, to make it look prettier. And now I'll cook this until the bacon is done, and the vegetables are almost done. And then I'll add my egg. And I will add some essential oils for flavoring. I love to add essential oils. I usually add some clary sage, some sweet basil, and oregano. And if I have black pepper, which I think I have some in here, I add that as well. So I just add some essential oils, and these are not all the same brand. The company that I was originally getting my oils from is not putting out the oils anymore like they were. So I found another company that I went to, and if y'all want to know what essential oils that I use, you can message me or ask me in the comments, and I will let you know. I have a couple of different companies that I order from that I'm not affiliated with. I just order from them that I really love. Now, the one company, if I can become an affiliate, I may just do that. Now, one of the companies that I'm with also has essential oils, but the essential oils that they have, they're really good oils, but they're not for internal use. So, I use different types for different things. I use what you want to call a culinary oil. And then I use a different type of oil that is basically, it's therapeutic, that you can put in diffusers and things like that. So my culinary oils are for ingesting. And all the other oils I use are for my diffuser. You want to be careful on what you put into your body. And you want to make sure the oils are pure and they are ingestible. That is very important. There's a lot of companies out there that will claim that their oils are ingestible, but in all actuality they are not. It has not been proven or tested for that purpose. So be very, very careful when choosing an essential oil to cook with. And I can help you with that. Like I said, I'm not an affiliate of these companies, but I can steer you in the right direction. So, okay, you guys, now I'm going to get my egg ready while that is finishing up. Put my bacon back up. And I also use organic cage-free eggs, brown eggs. So these are the organic cage-free eggs I use. Move those out of the way. These are just the store brand, Walmart brand, USDA organic. You want to make sure it says USDA organic. And these are brown cage-free eggs. And then I just take one of my mixer bottles, which the girls lost part of my things. Okay, where's my little balls that go in here? I need them. Well, because somebody better find them because somebody unloaded that dishwasher. I'm tired of y'all losing my stuff.
You need the remote back. No, you want to pause it.
No, the one was in the dishwasher last night and I need it. So I don't know what you did with it, but you better find it. And that dishwasher is full? No, that's not full. You take those plastic containers out of there and you clean those by hand.
Okay. I don't know where it is.
Look for it. It's in there.
This is all it is.
That's it. Wash it. I need it. These girls, let me tell you, They lose my stuff left and right. These have little shaker balls that go inside of them. This one had a metal one, and I don't know where it went. So now I'm down to 2 plastic ones. And my metal one better get found. Set it on the towel.
Don't worry, we will find it.
The struggle is real, you guys. The struggle is real. But again, where there's a will, there's a way, and we make things happen. But I also decided that these girls want to keep losing stuff all the time or throwing it in the trash. I guess it'll come out of their pocket. I guess it'll come out of their pocket. They need to learn. And the only way they're going to learn is when they have to start buying stuff. So, it's gotten to where now, anytime they get any money, they give me their money so that I can replace things. And some of you may think that's really cruel. No, it's not. They need to learn. They need to learn that money doesn't grow on trees, that we work for what we want, and they need to learn to be responsible with things, to take care of things, to pay attention to what they're doing. So, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. I'm not going to argue the point. I do things my way, you do things your way. So I'm just putting a little bit of water into this egg. That's it, just a little bit of water. And I'm screwing this lid on. And I put the little shaker ball in there, and I'll make sure this is on there tight. And then I'm just going to shake it up. You can put it in a blender too. If it's easier, put it in a blender. I just shake mine up. And this is almost ready now for the egg. And I put my essential oils in with the egg so that the essential oils get incorporated into everything. So that this goes in, the essential oils go in the last of the cooking. And then you can put salt and pepper if you want, some seasoned salt if you want, whatever you feel like putting in there for flavor. I don't think that it needs anything extra, so I don't. And if we want salt, we add our salt on our plates. Alright. So now that that is shook up, we're going to pour that right in the pan with the grease and everything. We're going to leave the grease in there. That grease is good for you. And there's not a lot of it. Okay? This is a very lean bacon. And so mostly the only grease that is in there is the grease from the grapeseed oil that I put in there, which got cooked into the potatoes. So I'm putting 3 drops of each clary sage. If I can get my black pepper out. Sometimes you gotta shake it. That's about 3 drops of black pepper. And these are really good for heart health. And for brain cognitivity. So I'm just doing 3 drops of each. That was oregano. And then my sweet basil. That was for the sweet basil, but that's okay. Then I let this cook until the edges start cooking really well. And then I will give it a stir. You gotta keep brushing it to get the knots out.
I already got them out. I'm just brushing my hair to make it soft. Feel my hair.
Well, I don't want to touch your hair while I'm cooking.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It looks oily. What'd you put in it? That hair needs to be washed.
In it.
It is oily on top, big time.
Wash it.
I'm telling you, Linda's going to make you wash it when she gets here. She's not going to let you go bowling with her like that. That hair looks dirty, Biddy.
I told you I washed
Okay, so I'm just going to give it a stir. Pulling from the bottom. Pushing from the bottom, pulling from the bottom. And it's going to stick a little bit. And I just scrape it. And then I need to get it back on the burner. So I just scrape it. It doesn't stick real bad, but because it's egg, it's going to stick a little bit. And you're just going to keep mixing this until it's done. And once the egg is done, you're done. And then you can serve it with tortillas. You can serve it with toast, biscuits, sprinkle a little cheese on top of it, whatever you like. You can add more veggies to it when you're cooking it if you choose to. Sometimes I... Thank you for joining me today. If you like this video, please be sure to sprinkle to be entered into a drawing to win a free gift from me. And also, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to ring the bell so you'll be notified when I come live. For more healthy alternatives like this one and crafting ideas, join me in my membership group at #RitaMarie's Creations.